I just want to say good evening to everybody, and on behalf of the officers and members of Engine 289 and Ladder 138, we welcome everybody here, especially the LoFaso family, women, friends and family. You know, this is a great honor, a great turnout, and tonight is a very special night, because tonight we're honoring the senior lieutenant of Engine 289's last corps in the New York City Fire Department and Engine 289, Lieutenant Jimmy LoFaso. Our senior man, Michael Schmidt of Engine 289, worked his last corps and retired. So, I don't know, we're going to have to start slowing these nights down. We're losing a lot of good members, but we're grateful to have worked with them, and we're happy to see them retire and be with their families. But with that said, Lieutenant Jimmy LoFaso was appointed to the New York City Fire Department on July 16, 1989. On September 13, 1989, he was assigned to Engine 283, located in Brooklyn, where he worked diligently for 12 years. On May 5th, also known as Singles Admired to some of us, 2001, he was promoted to the rank of lieutenant. It wasn't shortly thereafter, on July 27th, another well-planned retirement. July 27th, yes, that's today's date. 2002, he was assigned to Engine 289. So, with that said, Lieutenant Jimmy LoFaso has worked on his job for 30 years in the New York City Fire Department. 17 of those years right here in this firehouse, which is dedicated to his career. That is amazing. His insight, his strong work ethic, his passion and his love for this job never went unnoticed. And we're going to miss him for that. His heart has always been in the right place, especially when it came to training the members, because he taught the members how, and also taught the members why. And I think sometimes we lose sight of that. You know, we know how to do things, but why do we do it? He always taught the members why. And I think that's what makes a great fireman and a great officer. Not only knowing how, but knowing why. And it's just amazing to see that. But we're very happy for him tonight. I have to say, you know, you guys know him well, so he was one of those guys that liked to break chops. He's in the kitchen, he liked to turn his...
How can you say that?
So he had a way of keeping the members on their toes, and I'm going to miss him for that. That's the honest with you. So that in itself is great. So Jimmy, we want to say thank you for your service to Engine 289 company. It's been a pleasure working with somebody as knowledgeable as Lieutenant LoFaso, and you've dedicated a long time, so we're going to miss that. And congratulations on your retirement. Happy and healthy with your family, your wife Joanne, your daughter, and your kids, and everybody else. So congratulations, happy and healthy. Thank you. Before I bring somebody else up, I want to say a few words. In the words of Lieutenant LoFaso, say it one more time. Let's put the hook in the water tonight. At this time, I'd like to bring up somebody else who's very special to this firehouse. I had the honor of going to local school with him. He's here tonight, and he wants to say a few words on behalf of Lieutenant LoFaso. Captain Fran Burnett.
Tough act to follow is always comments, always on point. I'm going to switch gears a little bit. I have something prepared, but what you said, touched, at the end of that, he gets to know people. He knows us better than we know ourselves. If for whatever reason you were missing a roster for, he knew it. You might have been on medical leave in January. He knew you were 9 hours short. He'd say, the city owes you this, and they can prepare you. I asked somebody the other day, do you think somebody else would catch up? I said, no. Jimmy LoFaso, when I was in nursing school from 04 to 06, he went to the Department of Audits and he grabbed me, pulled me aside, and he said, you know, there's a scholarship for you. And he brought it to my attention. I filled it out, I read the essay, and I got a scholarship. And I said to somebody, who does that? He said, nobody. So that's what type of guy this is. When you become an officer, or anybody who's studying, or anybody that is an officer here, what do you do when you get promoted? You try to emulate.
2289 and Ladder 138. The officers and members of the 2289 138 protect and congratulate Lieutenant James LoFaso on 30 years of service to the FDNY and wish him best of luck in his retirement. Message also comes from the members of the Queen's Scout. That is 2815. So let's go to the last one.
Very quickly, what I'm saying was, when you get promoted, you want to emulate characteristics from your officers. So, Lieutenant Bruno always wanted to talk to me, so I bought coffee. And, you know, it seems weird. Firefighters love burritos. You just buy them. I love them. Captain Mike Delaney, it's hysterical. So, if I get the captain's phone, I say, okay. Nobody's better in the office than this man right here. Even his biggest critic would say to you, oh, you need something done? You gotta go to Jimmy. You gotta go to Lieutenant LoFaso. And he always got it done. He's always there for us. As far as jobs, I don't remember the bunts because, you know, they don't stick out, but Patty Mopez last quarter, we're coming back from a junkyard fire, and Jimmy says, stop the rig. He gets out, he looks inside, transmit the box, third alarm on arrival. Our last day with the fifth man, when we went from 5 to 4, I forget the year, but it was changing at 1800 hours. Jimmy sat us down in the kitchen, he said, all right guys, we're gonna be professional, we're gonna get this done. 10 minutes later, cop car fire, Woodside Avenue. I forget the side street, but again, even when I went across the floor in the skin, fifth alarm, 2 feet of snow, you were there, operating. Always professional and always kept the men safe. And I just want to thank you so much for all you did for me and all you did for all the members. And thank you, Joanne, for sharing it with us. I appreciate
Last but not least, I took the time to write out this whole paper, and these two guys literally said everything I wrote down on this page. So I don't know where I'm going to go with this. Let me take a look here. I agree. All right, I got one. You are one of the last. You are the last original officer that I started off with here, which. That's going to be a big change for me. It was an honor to work with you. You pushed me to be better without you even knowing you were pushing me. You made me a better firefighter. You made me a hell of a better chauffeur. And I can only thank you for that. What else was I'm going to finish what I'm saying. Thank you for your support, your guidance, your friendship, the laughs, and everything else that is Jimmy LoFaso. It's going to be my honor to put the hook in the water with you for the last time by your side. Best of everything. That's some class. In recognition of your 30 years of dedicated service to the FDNY, thank you for your continued devoted leadership and guidance to the men and women of Engine 289, Tower Ladder 138, and Corona Tigers. You will be missed, but never forgotten. Congratulations on your retirement.
No, but this speech, I've said in my mind about 50 different things, about 50,000 times of what I'd like to say tonight. First of all, thank you. It is humbling to be standing up here. It's humbling to think of where I started and where I am today. Some of the guys that I started with are in the back over there, and they'll tell you where I am today, where I started with. I wasn't that guy that he described. I was a kid running around who had no idea what the fire service was like. And some of those gentlemen in the back over there molded me and taught me what I know. Taught me a lot of what I know. And they, some of them are some of my bosses that those are the guys I emulated, some of those people in the back there. And this job is very big on tradition. If you know me, I am very big on tradition. I like to keep tradition alive and keep doing things. And the things that I was taught and the things that was shared with me are the things that I've tried to share with other people. And the biggest thing is that we are a brotherhood, sisterhood, whatever, however you want to put it. But we are all together, we're all in this together. And we all work together to reach a common goal. And I was taught by some of those gentlemen in the back that the two most important things that I can do is make sure everybody gets paid, of course, and make sure everybody goes home. And by the grace of God, I can say that I know that I've done that. I've done that fairly well. And all the other stuff just goes into place. I've worked with some outstanding people. Pete Mohl, before me here as a captain with Rick Bruno, was a senior lieutenant and was a huge mentor to me as an officer. Taught me, just take care of the members. And the engine office door is always open, right, Rick? The door is always open. You need something, you come in. And that's what I was taught, and that's what I tried to do. And I always tried to keep the engine door open, and I tried to keep it open for everybody and take care of everybody. I've enjoyed my career. I've told a few people there's nothing that I feel I've left on the table. I am grateful to what I've done. I'm thankful for all the people that I've worked with. We stand here in front of Memorial. There's a lot of people that didn't get here. There's a lot of people that we work with that haven't made it this far for different reasons, whatever else. And I'm grateful that I'm here. I'm grateful for everyone in this room, and for family, friends, firefighters, and some of the spouses that we go away with. And, it's just outstanding. I guess the thing I would like to see is keep the tradition going. Carmine, you're the captain, and it starts with you, obviously, and the other officers that are here, John Speck in the truck, and Danny, you like the senior officer now in the truck. There he is, senior tenured officer in the truck. There he is. But, there was a tradition of keeping everybody active, keeping everybody going, and making sure that we keep that tradition going. This house has a reputation for being a company that is dependable, that when the battalion sees you pull up, they know, okay, it's okay, they're here. And that's what we need to keep doing. That's what I had as a firefighter 2 and 3. The battalion, when the company pulled up, they were like, oh good, go to work. And they do that with us here. They see to it, what they're eating, they do it with us too. And that's something that is born of the firefighters and the members of the companies. That is born of you guys, your dedication and your hard work. And I thank you for making me look good, because you are the heart and soul of the company and the fire department. And I thank you all, and I'll see you at the picnic in a couple of weeks.
Thank you.